Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Ford C-Max. It could be any generation, but we will be working on a generation from year 2012 to year 2019. And if you hear noise rattle coming from the front end when you hit a pothole, going through a bump or anything like that, stay with us. We'll explain the top reasons for that and how to fix it. So all that will be covered in this video today. And if you need to buy tools and parts, we'll share where you can get them from for a good price and quick shipping. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us, guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 2 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Another thing, if you want to save quite a bit of money on car parts, tools, anything for your car, guys, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. So let's go ahead and start on it now. So let's go ahead and explain now what can cause that. We have the C-Max in the air, so we can demonstrate the suspension and how it works underneath, guys. I'm going to crawl underneath the vehicle and I want to show you what can easily cause noise, rattle, okay, when you go over bumps, guys. So if you look now, guys, the number one reason for noise and rattle will be that device. Let me come from the back side right here. That is known as a sway bar link. This is the sway bar link, okay, right here. It connects the sway bar to the strut on the top. You can see right there, that's where it connects. It has a ball joint on top, it has a ball joint on the bottom. Now, when you hear a noise rattle going through bumps, and you don't have play in the wheel or anything like that, most likely you have bad sway bar link. Often even the sway bar link bushings will go bad, water dust will get inside, eat them in no time, and you will start hearing noise and rattle. Another thing that can cause noise rattle, guys, okay, if it's on the sway bar links itself, you have sway bar bushings. Those bushings are not acceptable, actually you cannot get to them super easily. They're on top, okay, of the frame, and the sway bar bushings, guys, okay, can cause that as well. Next, tie rod, outer tie rod. That's quite common, guys, okay, on older vehicles, higher mileage vehicles. Tie rods, when you turn the steering wheel, they connect the wheel, okay, to the steering wheel, steering system, so that tie rod has bushings. When they go out, okay, they'll develop noise rattle. If you have the vehicle in the air, guys, you can grab the tire and move it and see if you have any play, left and right. Move it left, right, with your hands, one hand on the front, one hand on the rear, move the tire and see if you have play in the tie rod. It's a bad tie rod, guys. Next, bushings. I'm talking about control arm bushings. You have, guys, the ball joint right here that can cause that as well if it's worn out. You have a bushing here where it attaches to the subframe, and the big bushing here that can often go bad as well. So you might need to replace, okay, you might need to replace control arms with new bushings, okay, if they're worn out. How you will notice bushings? Usually when you hit the brakes, okay, if you feel movement in the steering wheel, okay, that means you have bad bushing most likely, okay, or bad ball joint, but most of the times it will be bushing. If you hit the brake and you feel the steering wheel moving and the tire on the outside will be moving a little bit back and forth, when you hit the brake it will go to the back. If you have a person watching on the outside and you hit the brake at lower speed, even 5 miles an hour, and if that tire moves, it's a bad bushings as well, guys. So we cover that here. What else can cause that? Okay, it could be, guys, bad strut. The strut itself, right here, if it's higher mileage strut, okay, if it's especially if it has leaks on the outside, oil and gas leaking, it will be oily. That means it's done. So bad strut can cause that as well. Sometimes you may have non-leaking strut and still have noise and rattle coming out of it. So something else. Let's go ahead and open. Okay, here I'm going to go ahead and open the hood. And the Strat Towers, guys, if you see them, unfortunately on C-Max they're not so easily accessible. They're right there. But the shock mount, guys, it's the strut mount where the strut attaches to the body on the very top, guys. Okay, it has a bearing and a mount, and if the bushing and the bearing goes bad, that can develop noise rattle as well. But number one, sway bar bushings. Number two, control arms, tie rods, okay, ball joint, okay, and strut, bad strut. So those will be the most common ones. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.